Test, test. Is this thing on? Okay. And now, for those in attendance and those listening around the world, it is time for the O on God podcast with your host, Tovaun Axis Anthony.
What's good, everybody? It is your boy, Tovaun Anthony, and welcome to another episode of the O on God podcast. I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful week, man. My day has been full of shenanigans. Me and some friends just got together and recorded the music video for my buddy Anton. You guys got to, man, just wait for that. But I am here to talk about, to introduce the man, half amazing, the Presbyterian of the people, the master of the musical. Let me stop. I'm an idiot. You already know me, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, I'm here to introduce my best friend, my boy, internet sensation, everything sensation. Jay Diggs, everybody. Jay Diggs, how you doing?
What's up? I'm doing pretty good. What's up, everybody? What's up, man? Did you call me a pescatarian?
I said Presbyterian.
Okay, I don't know what that means. But okay.
I forget what it means. I just know, like, one time I was in church and, like, they were introducing this, like, visiting pastor, and he had so many titles, it made no sense. They were like, Doctor, Reverend, Deacon, and Friend, Presbyterian. I was like, what?
I'll take it. What's going on?
Man,
I'm here.
I'm so glad to have you here.
Thank you, man. It's good to be here. It's been a while. I haven't been to the new spot, but I'm happy to be here. It feels good.
You finally got to see the new house, man. Yo,
yeah, man. Proud of you.
Man, proud of me. I'm proud of you.
Me?
Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing.
You ain't doing nothing. You already know, man. I mean, I'm regardless of like the things that have happened, like the blessings that have come your way over the past like couple years and everything like that. Like, you know, I've been proud of you from the beginning, like straight up like that. I've always told you what was good, and
Likewise.
Dang, man, it's like I rarely see you anymore.
Yeah, I know.
It's just timing, man. Like, it's timing.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I barely see daylight sometimes. Cause I don't know. It's just the rush, man. But like, just trying to be busy and just kind of juggling so many things. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Cause you hear about it all the time. It's like when you focusing on stuff, it's kind of like you kind of have to, I don't want to say have to, but a lot of people tend to go into this loneliness kind of thing where you're just trying to focus and get things going. I feel kind of weird about it sometimes because I'm like, man, I feel like I'm focused on the right things, but at the same time, I don't want to ruin relationships. Like, I feel like sometimes I'm ruining relationships just because I don't talk to people, but it's not like a personal thing. Like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. It's just that I'm just busy. I'm just trying to get stuff going so then I can bring everybody back into my life, or just kind of enjoy everything with my people. And I feel it's hard to kind of do that when you not where you want to be, and you trying to like strive to where you want to be. So I feel like sometimes I just want to get myself in a good space to where then I can sit back and enjoy it. But it's just like a thin line, because then when you don't talk to people for a long time, it's just kind of like, yo, like, you know, like I don't even know you no more, really.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely get that. Because, you know, when you say from a relationship standpoint, especially like romantic relationship standpoints, that can throw that out the way. It's certain friendships that they're like, man, we were so close, XYZ, but it's like, to me, I feel like the people that know what you're doing, like, they're going to respect it, man. They like nothing's going to change. When you talk again, you can assess y'all relationship when y'all talk again, you know, and it's like, okay, is this the same person I remember? If not, did they grow in a way and did I grow in a way that we can still go? You know what I mean? Like, and that's why it's like, I'm not saying you got to surround yourself with people that are just like you. That no one's going to be just like you. No one's going to be in the same wavelength all the time. But when it comes to like, say like our group of friends, like a lot of us have tunnel vision. Like, so when we're on our own thing, when we get together, we have a good old time. Yeah. But like, you know, when we're in our zone, we just in our zone, and then months can go by.
Yeah. And I think being an introvert has something to do with that too, because I'm a natural introvert. So for me, like being alone is just kind of peaceful. Like some people just can't be alone; they need people around them. But like me, I'm just like, I'm cool. But you know, it's like I care. It's just like, man, so sometimes I'm like, I need to be alone. I need to be focused. But I'm like, but I need to like hang out with my friend. And, like I need they go think, I don't know, I feel like people gonna think something of me or something. So it's just a weird inner battle. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
cool.
you know, being an introvert, one thing that I've realized because you know, I'm more of an introverted guy myself. Like I have grown to be able to shake everybody's hand in the room, but that's because I got to the point where it was either do that or be that asshole that performs and leaves, or be that asshole that performs and sits in the corner, and then they're just like, so why is he here?
Yeah.
But it's like so it's what I realize, especially when it comes to introverted people, is the people that we like, we really don't want to hurt them, like at all. We don't want to hurt them at all because we're like, this is us.
Yeah.
These are our people. So we don't. It's not that we hate everybody. We just don't like everybody. Like, and it's not a bad thing. It's just like, you know, yeah, whatever we hold dear is what we hold dear.
Yeah.
So it's like when you start thinking about it, you're like, dang, have I talked to this person in a while? Okay. Shoot, I hope they don't think X, Y, Z. Hope they don't think I'm neglecting them on purpose.
Yeah.
Or like, like it's always something. But like I say, the people that, you know, understand what you're doing, they understand. The people that might need reassurance, they can use reassurance. And then there are just some people that just won't get it. And it's one thing I had to learn over the time. It's not that they hate you most of the time. Most of the time. There's some people that are antagonistic, some people that want you to be more about them. That does happen, but a good amount of the time you're dealing with a person that just doesn't really get what's going on, like at all. And you know, you try your best to meet them halfway on that bridge. And if it works, it works. If you gotta take some time apart, you gotta take some time apart. Maybe they gotta go through some things. Maybe you gotta go through some extra things to figure out what's that middle ground.
Yeah.
You know. So it's more like just taking your time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but overall, it's good. It's good. Yeah.
Man, oh man, dude. The album.
Yeah.
The
Jams.
Jams.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so proud of you for releasing that. It is definitely Jams. That's the perfect title.
Yeah.
It's the perfect title because I just feel like I'm like, yeah, this boy got some jams. That's how I feel.
Thank you, man.
So,
yeah, I'm proud of it. Like it's something that I was really proud of. I had to push it back a couple times because it wasn't fully done, you know, because I set a certain date for it to come out. I'm like, you know what? It's not as strong as it can be. Let me write some other material. But yeah, finally got something I was proud of. A little bit unexpected because I was working on it. But not seriously, I guess, or not as intensively as I should have before. And you know, once everything was popping off with social media, I was like, oh man, I gotta get on this and get it done. And so yeah, so all that was a blessing. Everything just kind of came together, and so yeah, I was glad to get that done, man. Yeah,
dude, well, first of all, it's inspirational because you know how many times I pushed back my album.
Yeah.
But I think maybe it was just like, you know, that kind of just lit a fire under you a little bit. And I mean, I've been saying it to people for a long time, and I said it to you. I said the moment you get that hit, you're gonna run with it. Like, period. So like that wasn't really surprising to me. That wasn't surprising to me at all. I'm like, he's over prepared. He's over prepared. Like you, and love you to death, bro, even though things are weird. Aerospace, over prepared, you know?
Yeah.
So once you got your break, you were able to run with it. So of course it was you were striking while the iron was hot, and you did the right things. On top of that, it's like you have a standard that is well above what people kind of expect others to do at a baseline. So when you think like something, all right, it's all right, that's like the next guy's, damn, that's good. Yeah. So then when you go, all right, I think this is good, they're like, it's spectacular. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like,
that how it goes?
Yeah, no.
I guess so. Yeah, no, that happens a lot. Like people like, yo, I love that song. I'm like, oh, it's cool. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, it's cool because yeah, it's weird because I don't know because it's certain songs people tell me that like, oh, I love that song, that's my favorite. I was like, yeah, I liked it, but I have songs that I like better, but I guess you know, obviously you let the people speak. But yeah, it always happens like that. Like I don't know, man. I guess they say we're our worst critic. So yeah, I always think I can do better or something wasn't good enough. But yeah, I don't know. I guess just try to use that healthily. But yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely. And then also, I mean, think about it like this. You made it. You are your worst critic, but at the same time, you listen to it a million times before you let it out.
Yeah.
So there's that too. Like,
As you think about that, is you start hating it.
from a production standpoint,
It's
you be
weird.
like, "Am I done?"
Yeah, you kind of start like right now. Like I can't listen to my album. I can't listen to it.
Oh man,
It's weird. I can't listen to it at all because I'm done with it. I've heard it so many times because you especially because I'm so involved with every step of the process as independent artists, writing, producing, mixing. I even mastered this album, which I probably shouldn't have done, but people told me I shouldn't have. I'm glad I did it, but just like energy wise, it was a lot. But going through each step of the process, now it's done. It's like I don't want anything to do with it. I just want to let people enjoy it. I don't want to hear it. I've heard it way too many times. But so that's always a weird thing. I wonder if other artists go through. I've heard artists say they go through that too. But yeah.
No, 100%. Like, there, I definitely get it. Like, with music I made years ago, I can listen to it now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my performance at MagFest, I just watched the full video of that performance like 2 days ago. Because I was like in such, like preparing for it. I did so much preparing for it. And then I was there like live, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I'm good. Like leading up to it, I did the whole Road to MagFest series and then the rehearsals. So I'm like, I'm playing the songs a million times in my head that I've been playing over the years outside of like the what's that one song I did there? The Be Prepared, the Scar cover.
Oh man.
Yeah, I did that. And I was just
Is
like,
it weird? Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Is it weird that I listen to that song in the gym?
It's not. It's not. Son, that song is like an anthem for me. Like, it's not weird at all.
I just think about it because like I've been on this little workout regimen and I listen to this song like every workout. Like I don't know why. It just kind of sets you up. Yeah.
You be like,
Be
oh.
prepared.
Son, you feel so powerful with that song. I'm not gonna lie.
It's got this like it got that little military part.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. You know what I originally wanted to do at MagFest? Because I just realized like I was doing too much at the time. I was like, yo, for this, I want to get some guys to come out there and like salute it and doing like some like moves with me. But I was like, nah.
Yeah, man.
I was like, it's too crazy, man.
That's right, it's crazy.
It's not, damn, like, matter of fact, let's stick on that subject. Like, when you're in the gym, your playlist, like, what do you think are the most wacky songs you listen to?
God.
What do you, like, bring that up. Let's just go. Let's go for it.
Wacky song I listen to in the gym? Oh my God. My gym playlist is very eclectic. The weirdest ones is probably Be Prepared, Be a Man.
Oh, yeah.
Be a Man. And what's the other one? I listen to the other Mulan one too. A Girl Worth Fighting For.
Oh my God.
I listened to that one. And probably the weirdest one is Hi Ho by the Seven Dwarfs. Bro, I'm telling you.
Slim, what? Why?
Because it's a working song if you think about it.
It is.
Yeah,
I just haven't heard it since I was like 5.
Yeah. I hope. It's done the work we go. Yeah, it's just like it's a marching song. So I don't know. Like and what's that part? In a mind. I be jamming, so it's weird. Those are probably the weirdest.
Oh,
the weirdest
my.
ones. And so it's weird because it goes like I have it on shuffle, so my playlist will go from like Hi Ho, Off the Work We Go to Conor McGregor's entrance music.
There you go.
Then it'll go to freaking Tupac, and then it'll go to like some like Dragon Ball Z dubstep remix kind of thing. So like it's just all over the place, bro. But like it's just I don't know, it keeps me going.
Hey, look, you gotta listen. Like I, for a while, was listening. Well, nowadays, I listen to kind of like the same set playlist right now because it's like it's just a mental thing for me. But like every once in a while I'll jump and my shit is pretty much all over the place too, man. Like, it'll go from some weird Disney tune to like just the deathiest of death metal you can think of. Like it'll just be like, I don't know, like it'll go from like what's that song off the Goofy movie?
The Goofy movie.
Yeah, that
Which
if
one?
we listen to each other's hearts. Like,
oh, okay.
It'll go from that, and then it'll
That's
just be
a
like,
weird
fear me.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but it kind of like I don't know. It keeps me engaged because like it'll keep me like as I'm working out, I'll go through these levels of intensity. So like it just helps me because like when I'm listening to like for example, like let's say like Seven Dwarfs come on, right? Like it's like a little working song. Like it's just I'm kind of medium, I'm mellow, but then like some Kanye West or some crazy shit, some hype shit to come on. I'm like, yeah, like No Church in a While to come on, and then Be a Man comes on. That joint go hard. I don't care what nobody say.
Does.
Be a Man goes
Period.
hard.
It does. You can't take it away.
Yeah.
You can't take it away. Like when it comes to certain like Disney, Pixar, like tunes like that, it's crazy because like I just saw I went out with my friend yesterday. Hey Natalie, I went out with her yesterday and we saw Tarzan, and I forgot like how the song like Son of Man went, and then
that's on there too.
Yeah,
and Two Worlds.
Dude. Bruh, like I'm like, yo, this shit goes hard. Or like that song that ends with that like do wop she do.
Crash in the Camp.
I'm like, yo, this stuff goes
it
like
go hard. That's Phil Collins, man. Phil Collins don't play around.
Amazing. But yeah, man, no, it's like you gotta it's almost like life. Like not everything's gonna be hard all the time. But not everything's just gonna be easy. So man, yeah. Now, music in the gym, that's definitely something else.
And then when Dragon Ball Z comes on, those mixes come on, like, oh my God. It's just like, they'll play, I don't know, they'll just play like a clip or something like that. It's
ready to go Super Saiyan like that kid did on YouTube years ago.
I feel it slipping. I can't take it anymore. And then we had the music to it. It's just crazy.
Yo, it's nuts. Give me any Dragon Ball theme. For real, for me, it's almost any anime theme because you know me and anime. I'm gonna run with it anyway. But definitely DBZ music. Or hell, even like
what?
Sailor Moon's theme song.
Sailor Moon.
I've done it, son. I've done it. I worked out to that. Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Nah, it's funny. It's just funny to me. I'm like, ha.
It should go hard though. I think sometimes it gets caught in my head sometimes. Yeah, but it's cool. You know what I like that when we were younger, people used to look at anime like nerd shit. But I like how now it's kind of transformed
straight up into pop culture now.
Yeah, everybody loves anime.
Yeah,
so and so many people talk about it too. People who work out, they talk about how anime was kind of their motivation for working out and getting in shape, just because of how how the shonens go.
Yeah.
So people just use that as motivation. Like, yo, if Dragon Ball Z, they always working, even in time of peace, they working hard. Like, yo, I gotta work hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good life lessons in that shit for real.
Yeah. So you have any idea how many nerds I know that are swole as shit now? Shout out Keith Kelly. It's like, man, stop getting swole. You don't need to get no bigger. You lifted all the weights. I love you. You lifted all the weights.
Yep.
But shoot, man, yo, like, what was I gonna say? Speaking of working out, how's that going for you? Because I know you took some time, like it kind of chilled.
Yeah, it's going well. It's going cool right now. I'm getting ready for my little vacation. It's going pretty good. It's not going as well as I want because I fell off obviously after COVID and everything. I kind of fell off, and so now I'm just trying to get back, and my body's not responding the same way it used to. So trying to deal with that and learning how to navigate that, because like before I was bigger before too, and when you're bigger like that, it comes off really easy. Like when we were in Florida, like I was over 300 pounds, so. Yep. It just dropped off. I didn't have to really do anything. But now that I'm not that big, it comes off a lot slower. So yeah, but it's going good, man. I'm doing like a 3-day split, and yeah, just taking my time with it.
Yeah, like when it comes to diets and stuff like that, like how would you like describe the process as far as like figuring out like what works for you at a specific time and all that stuff? Because I know like another friend of mine. I mean, you know him, and I've talked about him on this podcast before. Yusuf and I, we talk about diets and stuff. Like he and I are completely on different trains because I'm small, he big. So it's like when it comes to like navigating that, like do you find like periods where you're like this is more challenging than another part due to a diet switch or due to like you walking around at a certain weight or like a different conditioning, anything like that? Just run with it.
Like how I go about figuring out what to do, basically. Yeah. I mean, it's tricky. I mean, what I usually tell people is when you're ready to start, when you're starting out, don't change much. Like start tracking. So, for example, do small changes, right? Like, for example, I tell people don't change what you're eating. I'll say eat the same way. Start tracking it, but don't change it. So that way you know where you're at. So just start tracking it and then just go to the gym, I would say 2 to 3 times a week. And then see what happens. Like see how if your body changes, if it stays the same. Because that way you can see what's going on. Like you're eating the same and then you just add in a little bit of workout. And then depending on what happens after, I would say a week or two. So let's say you do that, you eat the same, but you start going to the gym and you start dropping weight. Great. So at that point, you don't need to change anything. But let's say you're stuck and you're not losing weight, then that means, okay, let's eat a little bit less. Or, if you gain weight, that means you might want to start eating a little bit less, or you might add in some more cardio. So like I think the idea is to do the least amount as you can. So like make the least amount of changes, but progressively. So let's say don't change your eating, work out a little bit. Okay, maybe we need to bring the food down just a little bit. Okay, now like after a couple weeks pass, okay, now let's add in a little bit more cardio. It's all about that progression because with weight loss and getting in shape, it never happens like it's not just a straight line, like boom. Like things kind of like go up and down. Because your body's constantly adapting. So, once you start working out, your body's like, okay, I'm used to this now. So then you got to push it a little bit further. But the mistake a lot of people do is they change everything right away. And so that's what happens. So a lot of people either end up getting stuck or they get frustrated and they give up because they do too much too fast. And the body adapts to that. So like if you crash your body or if you do something, if you start doing drastic shit out of nowhere, your body's gonna be like, okay, hold on, fuck. It's gonna adapt to what you're doing. It's gonna say, okay, you're freaking me out, so I'm gonna hold on. I'm not gonna lose the weight, or I'm not gonna give you the results you want because it's a pendulum. Like you swing it too far in one direction, it's gonna swing right back. So I would just say, just like make small changes and start to progressively, over time. So
okay, yeah. I mean, and that's definitely something that I feel like it's easier for most people to get behind because at least you're not telling them something that not only would be shocking to the body, but kind of shocking to them mentally. Because once you tell somebody, hey, you got to make a complete and utter turnaround in the beginning, that's a pressure most people don't want to have to deal with like in the beginning. So like there's few human beings that first of all even want to just jump into the gym every day, like of the week, like even though they haven't been doing that half their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I remember I was talking to somebody who who was talking about like my physique and XYZ. I'm not no big dude, but I'm in shape, whatever. And they were like, oh yeah, you got pretty good genetics, XYZ. I'm like, actually, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I've been very active almost every day for the last 30 years.
True.
Like,
I mean, you got good genetics though. You've always been lean.
I got that. But hey, look, it's still very hard. Like this is personally like this, especially nowadays, like with my legs, it's a little different. This is literally the most muscular I've ever been. It's not you you don't have to be freaking Superman to be muscular. You don't.
Yeah.
Like, but this is the most muscle mass I've ever had, like ever. Like the other day I got on a scale and I was just like, oh, I've been consistently 156 pounds for the past few months. Like, and that's nothing I could ever hold. Like ever. So even like way back, I remember years ago when I did the first debut as Aoxus, and I remember one time I came into your house and you were like, what happened to your gains? Because I ain't have abs no more.
Oh,
like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah. It was because I was so obsessed over gaining weight that I just neglected everything and just started eating and eating and eating.
Okay.
So it was just like, all right, fuck it. Well, because at first I was taking your advice. You were like, well, if you want to build, take it slow, lift heavier, eat, more protein, whatever. You were telling me certain things, and then I was like, it's not happening fast enough. And like, I was so mad, so I just started eating every burger, it was so bad. I felt so sluggish, so terrible.
Yeah.
Like, it was a shock to my system.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't used to, one, eating that much, and then two, eating like, one, that much meat, which I do now. It's different. I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
But like, I wasn't used to eating that much meat and then that many times a day. Like, just crazy. And so things weren't happening the way I thought they were going to happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, it showed because at that first show, and I tell this story all the time, I'm like, I went through one song, I was huffing and puffing so bad. I look back and Yusef way back there, he playing the drums, he looked at me, he was just like, he knew I was tired.
You made the same. That's the Trunks mistake.
Dog. Yes.
That's the Trunks.
That's literally what happened.
Got
I'm
too
like,
swole.
Too swole, too fast.
Yeah.
And thought I could defeat Cell.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's you gotta just take it. I mean, I don't want to say take it easy. It takes hard. You gotta work hard, but build up to it. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Like it took me years to just understand that I was a hard gainer. Like, period. And that's just what it was going to be. Like, unless I decide to get on the gear, that's different. I'm not doing it. But
You don't do that because no. I mean, I don't know, maybe one day, but it's just that because there's work that comes with that.
Well, of course, like, first of all, it's a cycle. The truth of the matter is it's a cycle. You got to know what you're doing. I think when I'm 60, I'm definitely going to do it. But I want to be just juiced to the gills when I'm 60.
Oh, my God.
I want to be like Vitor in his prime. But freaking
we'll see. I mean, because I've seen some older guys that they're still in good shape and they don't take no steroids. But I mean, I don't know. Not everybody's the same. Everybody has the same genetics. So
that's true.
We'll see. But yeah, I get hard gainers. Yeah, that's a tough thing because you do have to eat more. But you like I said, you gotta work it. You gotta work up to that.
Big time.
And yeah, and then lift. You gotta lift heavy.
And your body got to get used to it, Slim. Like, it does. Like, nowadays, like with it's like if you see me in the gym now, I almost work out like what you see Instagram models do on the internet. It ain't nothing but leg and booty shit. And then you see me get on the bag. Like, it is crazy because like my body's starting to adapt. And it's just like, I was like, oh, you do get slower if you gain a little bit more mass and you're doing XYZ. I'm like, damn, like I'm not.
There's ways.
There's
ways to keep it though. There's ways to do it. You have to do it. It has to be slower. You have to do it slower. Speaking of UFC, that's why I think John Jones is going to do well because he's taking it slow. Like all this time he's taking off is for a reason because he's not. This is the mistake Izzy made. Izzy didn't really get big enough, but the thing
he
is,
just walked in.
Yeah, but. John is doing it slow because if you gain weight fast, it ain't gonna work. So he's gaining it nice and slow, and then if you continue to push yourself to have the same quickness and speed and do the same things as you get bigger, you can't keep that explosiveness as you get bigger. It's just that you have to get your body to adapt to the new size. That's why I think he's gonna do well because he's taking so long to do it. And so by the time he's ready and he's at the size, he'll still have his quickness. Relatively, and still be able to and just know how to use his body at that new weight.
I can definitely believe that. I mean, first of all, he said it years ago. He was like, it's one thing to fight a heavyweight, but it's another thing to fight a good heavyweight. He said it years ago. So like the fact that he's taken this much time, like of course, like, and I fell for the sauce a while ago where I'm just like, this boy don't want to be up there. I was like, he don't want to be up there. He gonna see somebody who's like real good, and he just gonna keep talking shit and then never go. And at first, I thought that person was gonna be Cyril Gahn, but then I was like, I feel like
think
he ain't.
destroy Cyril Gahn.
Yeah, no, I do too. I do too. Because first of all, if Francis can take you down like that means that Curtis Blades can probably fuck your ass up.
Yeah.
So, and if Curtis Blade can fuck your ass up, I'm not saying John demolishes like Curtis Blades, but as far as a wrestling standpoint, yeah.
Now, John has this weird thing about him, though. I don't know why he does it, but he lately, I don't know if it's ego or what. He just has this thing of like he wants to strike with people.
No, he wants to beat people at their own game.
Yeah,
that's what I see, and I'm like, that's a dangerous thing to do, but he does it. He does it, and you know, like recently, like Reyes was just like, I'm the reason Jones left the division. I'm like, all right, hold up.
Okay.
I think to be honest, yeah, he did beat you. But under the unified rules, he beat you. Shut up. But I do believe that division was starting to catch up to him in a way. I'm not saying it was passing him by. It was not. It was not. But it was definitely catching up to him in a way. Like, first of all, most of the people he had the issues with were his size. Now, he was able to overcome that, especially in the second fight with Gus. Easy, right? Yeah. Way easier than the first time. But when you look at like who else is in that division right now, like think about it. You got Yuri, which I think John beats, but from a striking standpoint, don't do that. Not with that boy.
Yeah,
like
he's so unpredictable.
Yeah, like
he's weird.
You got to take that boy down like immediately. So it's like Yuri. You got Rakic, who just has freaking injury after injury. But it's like they have literally the same body style. They just as tall, almost the same reach. And then like the rest of them, they big dudes too. It's like, all right, well, the whole reach advantage thing, that's going to go out the window. So now it's skill for skill. What are we going to do now? And at some point, when you have as much tape as people have on Jones now, because think about it, like with, and of course, completely different fighter, but Dominic Cruz. Like the reason why Cody was tailor-made to beat him is because from high school to the UFC, Cody's been watching him. Yeah. He went to a gym who has at least 30 rounds experience with the man. So when you got all this extra tape out on you, on top of that, you're getting older. On top of that, it's like now you're switching up the game. And John, to be honest with you, doesn't have that young, dumb tenacity anymore. He doesn't. Like where he's coming in with a confidence that's just through the roof. Like there's a reason why he came in and flying knee Shogun like immediately. Like he don't do that no more. Right. So it's like he's playing a smarter game, but at the same time, and it might be ego, might be something like that. Like he's trying to beat these guys at what they do best, and I'd be scared for that man.
I just wish he wrestled more because like I feel like that's when he was at his best, when he was like WWE and motherfuckers. No, he was suplexing people. And suplex into a fucking spinning elbow and just elbowing people on the ground and
son, what he did to Lyoto, I thought that was murder, son. Because he had I was like, no.
I just wish he like just I don't know, just diversified and stuff. Like he used to, I mean, because I like for example, like there's no reason why he should have like with Dominic Reyes. I mean, did he even take him down at all? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But he wasn't. It wasn't really like a main part of his game plan. Like I feel like if he mixed all that in, that fight would have been easier.
Way easier.
Yeah,
definitely way easier. But it's a crazy thing. Like I said, I was drinking the juice for a while. Like I was like, John don't want to be in there with no damn Francis. And then I'm like, actually,
he could do it.
He could do it.
He could definitely. I think he could definitely beat Stipe. And I think he could beat Cyril Gahn.
Well, it's way safer. It's way safer with Stipe. Like Stipe can knock you the fuck out. Let's just be honest. Heavyweight division, everybody can knock everybody out. Yeah. But from a technical standpoint, it's just like it's almost theoretically no question. It's almost theoretically no question because with Stipe, you have a boxer that can wrestle. That's what you have. You have a boxer that can wrestle. He is just a good fighter. Yeah. Great fighter, of course. One of the greatest heavyweights of all times. But he's a boxer that can wrestle. Cool. But with John, you got a guy that plays a game where he's like, oh, you could box. That's bet. That's a bet. Well, I'm going to do this. So it's like the wrestling aspect is not going to be that crazy of a factor. But John knows when somebody is better than him at something. He knows that. So he's going to try to find that one thing in the game that they're not as good at and try to exploit that. Yeah. And that's what makes him smart. Like, his antics outside the cage, whatever. It's like, nah, there's a reason he's still regarded as one of the greatest to do it. And it's crazy. Like, speaking of UFC, what do you think about like recent fights and what's coming up like in the future? Like, what do you think? Shoot, actually, in the light heavyweight division, what did you think about Yuri and Glover, dog? Because I'm not going to lie. I ain't see that coming.
I didn't either. That was weird. Glover had to fight, and I'm like, I was confused. I was like, what happened? I'm like, he just gave up because I thought he would have won a decision, and I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe he was just tired because it wasn't. It looked like he should have been able to get out of that or protect himself from it. And yeah, it was just a weird fight, man. It was weird. It was back and forth. And then Yuri was doing this weird thing where he was tapping. And I thought he was tapping.
Oh, yeah. He was
out.
hitting them and like just tapping him on the back, dog.
I thought he was tapping out. I was like, is he tapping? I was like, no, okay. But it was weird. And then, yeah. And Glover just felt like he gave up. So it was strange.
It was real strange. I think, to be honest, like at that point, when the finish happened, I do think it was a bit of exhaustion and also like a bit of, wow, like Yuri kind of put everything into that, like into the, countering over and then getting underneath. And it was just like, it's now or never specifically with that. So it's like, all right, I get the scenario, but it was just some points in the fight where I was like, okay, it's about to be finished. Okay, nah. Oh, it's about to be finished. Okay, nah. Yeah. But then when Glover, I don't know what the MMA gods like was putting him in the wrong mindset, but when he clipped Yuri, you saw him on Queer Street, and then he was like, all right, I'm going to guillotine him. I'm like, no.
Yeah, so I was like, the decision making, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I mean, sometimes exhaustion or when you're tired, you just do what you know.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what it was. It was just weird. It was interesting. I mean, but Glover, I mean, he did much better than I thought. I thought he's gonna get knocked out. So he did well.
Yeah, like I was thinking, so in my rap for the weekend, I said Glover would get a submission by round 3. That's what I thought. But I also said, Yuri could probably knock his ass out. And I talked to people about that leading up to the fight. I was just like, I feel like it's about to be first round KO for Yuri, or it's about to be a later round submission for Glover. Now,
flipped it on the head.
Man, I wish I would have just put $50 on that bet. Yeah. Because that's like, what was that? That was like plus I don't know what the fuck.
Right.
in the 5th round.
Yeah. It's like
Yuri gets a submission.
Crazy.
I was like, oh,
I thought he was gonna knock him out at first because he was catching him he was throwing hands from all weird directions. I thought he was gonna catch Glover, but yeah, I mean on the feet like in the earlier rounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was crazy. I'm excited to see Conor, dog. I feel weird about it because I'm like, I don't really trust him anymore. But
oh my God.
I think the game is just caught up to him at this point. And he talking about fighting Usman. So
he out his mind. Well, I mean, but you gotta remember, like, way back when he and like Woodley had that kind of like thing backstage, and people was talking about that. Yeah. I'm like, he's been talking about fighting 70-pounders for a minute, especially like since the Nate thing.
Well, from what we've seen now, I think he would have beat Woodley. From what we've seen now,
hey Slim,
especially with the style Conor has, I think he would have beat Woodley.
I don't know. I think Woodley's still too big. Like,
nah, bro. What do you mean? Not if Conor's at 70.
I'll tell you this. If they boxed, I think he would beat Woodley 100%. I do. But I
think he beat him in MMA too, because Woodley because of the way Woodley likes to fight. Mm-hmm. That fight that's his style is not do well against Conor.
That's true. But also like, and the thing about Woodley is he has a wrestling pedigree, but he's not like the most feared takedown artist. He's not. Like, his whole thing is back up. Hopefully I counter you with an overhand right. If that don't work, well, I'll just do what I need to do so you can't score. That's really what his plan was, which is why, like, when he fought Jake, like,
that was so sad.
Slim, like, the first time I was talking to people. I was like, he could lose this fight. And they were like, wow. I was like, when's the last time you saw Tyron Woodley throw more than 50 punches around?
I you know what? I probably should have bet because I had a vision he was going to get knocked out.
My nephew bet on that, and he got some money.
Yeah, I had a feeling, but I didn't want to bet because it was just too much unknown. Even though they fought before, it was too much. It was still too.
I thought go on. My bad.
It was just too. It was just not. It's just not enough to go off of. So yeah, but that was sad because I'm like, why? I just thought to myself before it happened, I'm like, why is he fighting him again? I'm like, you should have just you already lost. You should just kind of just take that decision loss and just leave it at that. Because now it's like you clearly didn't have in the first fight, you clearly didn't have what it took to like do anything. And there wasn't enough time in between the first and second fight to improve that much for him. And I'm like, I don't think this is gonna go well because if you was gonna do well, you would have did well in the first fight.
Yep.
And now this second one is so close to it. It's like, what are you gonna do that differently?
I had a big feeling he was gonna get knocked out because like I'm one of the subscribers to like the whole Chael Sonnen thing where he says if two people fight and the younger fighter wins, if they rematch, the younger fighter's gonna win but easier. Now the second fight was still kind of like this is a travesty to boxing, but but I was just like I feel like this boy gonna find a way to just knock this dude to the moon. And I was praying that it didn't happen, and that's why I didn't watch the fight. And then I got a call from somebody like, yo, Woodley got slept. I was like, what?
In the worst way, too. That was sad, bro.
What's fucked up is it was so many people trying to disprove that. Like, man, he took an L, he did X, Y, Z. I'm like, listen, I'm not a professional fighter, but I've been hit with that. Like, I know how that goes. Like, and it sucks because you feel like the biggest idiot on planet Earth. Yeah. Because you're like, damn, I dropped my hand, and then that came over the top because I thought he was going to do this, and he didn't do that.
Yeah. He's like, why did I drop my hand?
Like, poor man. Oh man.
Why would you rematch? I mean, I guess for the money, but it's just like
definitely for the money.
But the problem is it kind of ruined his legacy.
Well,
which he almost kind of doing anyway in the UFC because he was just having these boring ass fights and he kept losing.
Somebody said they were like, "Have you realized that since Tyron Woodley put the song "I'll Beat Your Ass Out," he has beat no ass. He lost all rounds from then on." I was like, "Slim, that's so bad."
Man,
that was so sad. So, but yeah, no, like actually, like bring it up to current events because what's the next card? Like, what's the next big card? Because is that the Izzy Cannonier one or is it
that next?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I think that is next.
Let's see.
Your baby girl retired.
Yeah, I know. I was so sad. I was just like, damn, you get spinning back fist knocked out. Like,
oh yeah,
that hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna lie. Okay,
that was nasty.
Here's Sarukian versus Gamrot.
That's just a fight. That's
a fight night.
Yeah.
Now, granted,
I don't even know who Gamrot is.
This is the guy. This is the guy, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Oh yeah, I heard of him. Yeah,
yeah, Slum. He in Kamzat, they're gonna hit each other at some point. They just are. But yeah, Izzy versus Cannonier. I mean, this is something that Israel called for like a while ago.
Yeah,
he wanted it, and rightfully so. To me, I'm not like the super black power type guy, but it's just like I like the idea of seeing two black men at the top of a bill. I like it. I just like seeing it. Okay. Especially Team Dark Skin. Let me stop.
It's good. It's good to see. I mean, I think Cannonier is very outmatched.
Very.
I think he's very outmatched. But you never know, man.
Nope.
You never know.
Especially the way that Brunson fight went, because when it started, I was like, oh my God, Derek Brunson is about to beat the fuck out of Cannonier.
I was nervous on that one too, but Brunson always comes
somehow
through as the
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but it's just like it don't matter how what change that man makes. It's like no matter what, when he's on the cusp, he's just going to drop the ball.
Yeah, because he was on like a winning streak though.
He was on like a 7-fight winning streak.
Yeah, but
Blonde Brunson was hashtag everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh nah, this dude might actually make a run. And then the way he lost, it was just like,
yeah,
is this life reminding him? No.
yeah, yeah. It's just
just
one of
felt
those
bad.
guys, man. Everybody keep talking about Alex Pereira. So I was talking to a friend. He was convinced that he was like, oh, Alex is going to like finish Izzy. He's gonna whoop him. I'm like, no, bro. You looking at a fight because obviously he knocked him out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Which actually Izzy was winning that fight.
Yep.
And just got caught. So I'm like, dude, no. I'm like, first of all, it's a different sport. He was like, oh, but it's striking. I'm like, so? I'm like, just because kickboxing is not the same as MMA. I'm sorry. Even if you have two strikers that's not going to wrestle, the distance is different. The obviously the gloves are different. You have it's just so different. The stances are different. It's just not the same. So even though they're going to be striking, I think Izzy is just going to be the better MMA striker.
Yeah.
In his game plan, the game plan he's going to use, and the cage is different. Like the game plan he's going to use is just going to, I think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, like
It might be a decision, but I think he'll come out on top.
Yeah, I think he'll make the right decisions in order to edge out the win. I don't think he's going to try to come in and like prove some point that he's just so superior against this dude. Like he's not going to come up in there with that type of ego. He's not, because that will get you fucked up. There are examples of guys and women who have beat people in kickboxing and then went to MMA and still beat them in MMA. There are examples of that. Valentina versus Joanna. There's these two dudes. They were in Bellator. It was what's Rogan's friend? Schilling. Joe Schilling. There was a guy who beat him in kickboxing. They went to MMA and he beat him in MMA too.
But I think with Joanna and Valentina, I think the skill level was way different.
Skill level,
it was like way,
and it's
far,
like
it was too. It was
some people want to argue size, and I'm just like, I don't know about size. Strength is different.
Because with Valentina and Joanna's a great striker, obviously, but Valentina has way more explosiveness and power. Like she's just, it's different. It's just different. Like the way she strikes, it's different. It's different from any woman. Like honestly, I think she's better than Amanda Nunes. It's just
Amanda big.
Yeah, Amanda's just bigger. It was just but as far as like skill level, she's better. Yeah,
it's nutty. So it's like I get what people want to see. Also, like the size and the frame. Both of them 6'4". Both of them got long reaches. XYZ. They just
who's 6'? Oh, Alex.
Alex is 6'4", 6'5". One of the two.
Okay.
Like so it's like that advantage that Izzy will have. Like that's just not going to be a thing. It's literally going to be on par. For the most part, but
Israel, he might grapple. He might grapple.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I'm like y'all don't. It's like
he might grapple just to mix it up.
Exactly. So here's the thing. Think about it, right? Like Max Holloway is on that card. Max turned into a wrestler when he fought Yair. So it's like, yeah, this is a completely different sport. They're not gonna come up in there like, okay, well, it's Queensberry rules. Like, like he's not gonna be stupid.
Yeah,
but,
and he might. And then sometimes people will grapple, not even to take you down. They might just to kind of throw you off, just throw your rhythm off. He might clinch up, maybe go for a takedown, let it go, or back you up, or press you up against the cage, let it go. Sean O'Malley, he's on that card too.
Oh boy,
I'm excited.
I think he's gonna beat Pedro, but
I think so too.
I think he's gonna beat him, but I just don't know what happens after that. Like, cause,
it's the good thing with him though, they're taking their time with him.
Oh, big time.
Because I thought he was gonna get like a huge fight a while ago, but they're taking their time with him. So I think that makes Robbie Lawler still fighting. So, you pulled that up. I didn't know he was still. I thought he was done.
I thought he was done after the Nick Diaz fight.
What the fuck?
Oh man,
Hey,
Jessica
how old is
versus
he?
Macy Barber. Okay, that's a smoke show. They're two hotties.
Right, Hall.
All right. Jim Brad. Oh, poor Brad Barbers.
What?
I'm just a mark for this girl.
Jessica Rose Clark.
Yeah,
Isn't she
I'm
like
just
is she Australian?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Like, I'm just a mark for her, but it's just like clear because I'm like, oh god, she's such a cutie pie, and then she just lose. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Damn.
But it is what it is.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, MMA, it's getting interesting. Good Bobby Green, but he on the early prelims. That sucks.
What you think of these gas prices, man? You got me driving all the way out here to Baltimore.
Bro, all right, yeah, let's
Man,
get
me
off that.
driving
Listen,
all the way an hour and a half.
listen, hey man, yeah, you coming from down there?
all good.
Yeah, these gas prices are freaking out of control, Slim. And I thought I was high like a couple times, but it happened on multiple days. Like I will be driving at a certain time of night, and I would look. And I see the gas prices change, like they change them.
Oh,
and I'm just like,
you saw it
yeah,
mid change.
Yeah, I'm just like,
mid price
yo,
change.
I'm like, dog, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, are they fucking with people right now? I was like, it was just $4.83, and then it was like $4.99. I was like,
damn, in the same day?
yeah.
Oh shit.
And I would be like, it would be like at like 11 something at night, and
Yeah.
it's just like click. I'm like, yo, and people are at the pumps, like
Oh,
they
my
just pulled
God.
up. You see the shit change, and I'm like, oh, they about to
Yeah.
be mad. Like,
Oh my god,
This
it's
is-
interesting. I'm curious to see where else it's gonna go because like I've been listening to a lot of older guys, like financial guys, talking like it was like, yeah, man, it's like you got to realize y'all have never, your generation has never seen this before, and I was like, yeah, that's true. Because like you never seen like this level of inflation and just all these, just everything going up. And they were saying how I forgot what year did he say. Did he say in the 80s? I forgot, but this was like a long time ago. And he was saying, yeah, at one point inflation was at like, not inflation, but interest rates for like mortgages was at like 17, 18%.
yeah.
I was like, shit, I didn't know that. Cause like, cause you think like it's now they're like 5% for,
mine was
yeah.
when I bought mine.
I never knew that was a thing that they could go up that high. I was like, on houses that high?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was talking to my parents when I was buying my house. They're like, "So what's your interest rate like at?" I was like, "It's at like 4, but I think I'm gonna get it down to like 3.5 later." And they were like, "When we bought our house," I was like, "Oh no!" Like I was like, "What you mean 12?"
Oh my
Like,
god!
I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I didn't know because I've never seen that before. I was like, I didn't know it could go that high. I mean, obviously, home prices were lower back
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
but still, that's a high interest rate. 'Cause
It's ridiculous, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no.
I'm in the
But
market now, but maybe not. So
Look, man,
maybe I might wait. 'Cause
all I'm gonna say is have fun, because have fun while you're looking, and if you find something you feel like it works out, just understand it's about to be work. It's
Yeah.
about to be work, because when I tell you, dude, I was at wit's end.
Yeah.
Like I was at wit's end. Now, granted, I had a couple other stress factors in my life, but I was just like the home buying process for me was just
Did you have a lot of competition on this one?
so. No, I hit this at the right time.
Okay.
I hit this at the right time because I saw I'd been on the market for a little bit, and like the neighborhood is just like it didn't look like they were going to do anything to it, but I started getting like hints that they were. Like literally the day after I moved in, that apartment complex you see across the street, they started building that immediately.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, they're going to start doing something to this. I know they are. So I just went in, and it's funny because I was originally going to pay asking price for it, right?
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, I'm going to try and go for asking price, see what they say. And Yusef was with me. He was like, lowball them. I was like, what? I was like, in this market? He
That's
was
what I was
like-
thinking. I was like, no.
I was like, in this market? He said, just try. He's
Yeah.
like, what's the worst they going to say? No?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you right.
Yeah.
So, fuck it. I'll just say it. Like, the house was listed at $250.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, tell him 200. I was like, no.
Shit.
I was like, you out your mind? And he was like, just say 200. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. I said 200. They were like, we don't know. I was like, 220 on walking. And they said,
Yeah.
okay. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Nice.
I was like, oh,
Nice.
shit.
Yeah, that's unheard of right now. I mean, because
Yeah, no.
I think the fact that it wasn't a lot of competition helped out with that.
Definitely.
Because I'm hearing like there's like 10 people to one house, or
Oh,
10,
yeah, no.
12, 15, whatever.
Because a house a few doors down,
Mhm.
like literally the same layout as this, like when that one went up for sale, it was some wars. It was some wars
Yeah.
going on with it. And I was just like, damn, and that one cost less than this. But So I just hit this at the right time. But nah, nowadays looking at the market now and seeing what people are going through, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. But for me, it was leading up to closing. That's what it was for me, because like they're monitoring you. They want to know where all your money is, where it's coming from, all this stuff. And I'm like, what y'all mean? Y'all need $3,000 more dollars? I'm like, what you talking about?
Yeah.
Like literally to the point that like me and Yusef, like he's got me through it. Like if it wasn't for him and the people he hooked me up with, his real estate agent and stuff like that, it probably would have been an even rougher run. But like even I was in a room with him, like literally having a breakdown, like they just need more money. Like
they needed like what for what?
So like I ended up
closing call, like
closing costs, stuff like that. And because I ended up going through a program, like a first time homeowners program, and like by the time like the end of it came around, like near closing, they were like, okay, you need to have this much. Like in your account, you need this much over here, XYZ. And I'm like,
they were telling you how much money to have in your accounts?
Yep. That's if you're going through a program.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you're gonna go like outright by yourself, like let's say you got a good like amount of savings, XYZ. I just looked at it as a way like, okay, well, this would probably make it a little easier for me right now, especially off the fact that I was gonna be alone.
But this is minus the down payment. This is like you're making your down payment, right? It's like, okay, that's your down payment, but other than that, in your account, you need to have this.
I was lucky. So the program I went through, they pretty much took care of all that. Like as long as you had your money in the right place, and you qualified, they pretty much took a hefty chunk of the down payment, like what you were gonna do. So it was like, okay, cool. That's at least I ain't got to worry about that right now.
Okay.
But it was just like leading up to it, it was always like an extra turn. Because like when you're dealing with an underwriter, like everything that your mortgage broker tells you, it's like the underwriter, it's like their job is to come in and give you the middle finger and say, fuck your mortgage broker. Like,
my God. Yeah.
You gonna do what I say. Like,
yeah.
So that's really what it was. Like I just had the biggest headache ever, son. And I was like, I can't do this no more. I don't want to do it no more.
Yeah.
And
that sounds hard, man.
Yeah, but when it came to closing day, I was like, oh, all I gotta do is sign a shit ton of papers?
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. This the easy part. You out your mind? I'm like, come on, let's go. We got in and out of there real quick.
Yeah, man. That's rough. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, because right now I might wait till it cools down because I think it's just too much competition, man.
Oh yeah, in the summer, people they ready to move right now.
Yeah, I want to wait till it. I want to at least wait until it's just the market cools down where there's not so many people. What's gonna be tough though? They're expecting interest rates to go up further, which is gonna bring the competition down because people aren't gonna want to pay that, so people aren't gonna want to move. So like that's the thing. So you gotta kind of catch at the right time where the market's not so competitive, but the rates aren't so high. But we'll see. The prices ain't coming down, but hopefully interest rates come back or don't go too far at least. Yeah, man, it's wild out here. It's wild out here.
Yeah, nah, but I mean, look, good luck.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Good fucking luck. Like, there's a reason why I moved out to Baltimore. Granted, it's out here too. It's out here too now. So, like, you know, because when I was in where we work, PG County, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna stay in the county. And then I looked at what I could get, or like what I was. I gave myself a cap.
Yeah.
I gave myself a cap. Like I could have got more. I could have got more money.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I'm gonna give myself a cap. And I'm not going over this. This is my first house. I'm not looking at it as the house that I want. I'm looking at it as the house that I need right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, more than likely, I want to be able, just in case some like shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
I'll be okay. And I was looking at what I could get in PG County at the time. I was like, first of all, these taxes are ridiculous. That's number one. Yeah. Number two, I was like, yo, all these houses are just they busted. Like I can't. I'm like, and then the new ones were like in what it was still like it was what used to be the hood. So it was like, okay, this Capitol Heights, but no, not even Capitol Heights. It was like one part I was looking at a house in a neighborhood that was right around the corner from where I lived when my mother first married my stepdad. And I was like, I'm not safe. Like
Yeah,
I just knew
yeah,
it. Like I was
yeah.
like, I can't wake up and walk outside and feel okay. Like
Yeah.
I'm like I'm not gonna be able to do this. So
You know, it was a shooting at Iverson Mall last week.
really?
Yeah.
son,
It's not funny, but
no, it's
what's funny? What's
The
funny
reason-
is, people some people watching might not know, but you know.
we laughing not because we believe that violence is the answer or that anybody that got hurt is funny. That's not what we laughing. It's because when we was younger, first of all, the idea of Iverson Mall was already like no man's land. Like, yo, don't hang around there too long. Shit's gonna go bad. People get jumped. People get robbed.
And if you need any proof of how iconic or how infamous this mall is, look up Cat Williams talking about Iverson Mall. Cat Williams had a whole skit on Iverson Mall.
It's crazy because you know they about to change it. Like they were trying to take the sign down a while ago, but they switched the name to the shops at Iverson.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because I was like, wow, y'all. Nah, this still Iverson Mall. Like,
what was funny because this is the funny part. Like, so there was a shoot there, and my mom, she called me. She was like, "Are you okay? There was a shoot at Iverson Mall." I'm like, "I don't go to Iverson Mall." I was like, "Yeah."
bro, I lived behind. You knew where I lived.
Yeah.
I was behind Iverson Mall. I still didn't go to Iverson Mall.
Yeah.
It's like, dog, there's no reason for you to go over there except for the cookies. Like, don't go in there unless you're getting some snickerdoodle cookies and getting the fuck out. Like, why are you in Iverson Mall?
It's sad, bro, because I was looking at the story, and I don't know, man. Just all this crime is. I mean, it's always been crazy, but like it was over some. I don't even know what it was about, but it was just like an argument. It was like, I think these two. I don't know what they were arguing about. I think it was like a guy and a girl, and then the guy was arguing with some other guy, and then I think they said when they went outside, they just started shooting at him. I don't know, man, but it's sad, bro.
It's ridiculous. It's getting worse and worse. And I mean, yeah, it's dark days indeed. And then also it's like with every single narrative, like once we see certain things go down, it's like everybody's so quick to choose a side, not on like, who was the bad guy and who was the victim. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, what is the problem? That's what I mean. Like, oh, well, guns are the problem. Okay. Oh, well, access, like, how can I say this? People that run in and say guns are the problem, it's like most of the time they come at it from an angle where they kind of don't know how violence works, or they kind of don't know how crime really works.
Yeah.
Like if you want to talk about proximity, that's one thing. If you want to talk about like what will put this person in a position to think this was okay, that's another thing. But some people think like, oh, okay, because this person had an access or they could just go buy a gun, that's just going to make them go outside and want to shoot somebody. Yeah. I'm like, I'm just going to tell you this right now. And I'll say this online. First of all, even in states where buying guns are like illegal or like just having one is illegal, do you think it's like that hard just to get one?
Ding ding.
I can literally go around the corner right now and find somebody who's willing to probably sell me one. Just being honest with you. Allegedly. Yeah. Well, now I'm gonna say it how it is. But like, I'm gonna say how it is because it's just like, first of all, not everybody that gets a gun gets one legally. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, like not everyone that gets one legally has good intention.
Yeah.
Or illegally has good intention or bad intention. You just don't fucking know. Now, if you want to get back to like true educating people to, getting them to a point where they see stuff like that as just like, this is a complete bad idea. I should not do this at all. That's what we should be focusing on. Now, we can also talk about how, the media and like how people have like really fucked up this whole game, especially if you want to bring the whole race thing into it. Like, okay, every time you see a white dude come up and shoot up a church or some shit like that, they take him away. He's fine. And they ask him questions. But a black kid with a cell phone, they just shoot his ass immediately. It's like, I get it. That's definitely what's going on. And that's like fear mongering at its finest. God damn it. And give me a second.
Okay.
Actually, I need you to do this. I want you to look at the people, tell them what you got coming up, because then we're going to play a game.
We're gonna play a game. All right. I don't know what game he gonna play. But coming up, right now working on a lot of commercials, but as far as music, working on some new music, about to drop some new singles. I got 2 singles coming out, no release date yet, but they are in the works. And yeah, I'm excited about it. Very excited about it. Not really focusing on the album just yet, but just working on new singles and just having fun exploring some new sounds. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I want to experiment a little bit, but not too much because, I don't want to do nothing too crazy or too different, but I want to just kind of explore sounds. Like right now, I've been listening to just so much music and I'm inspired by so many different things. So I want to just try some sounds I haven't never tried before. And so that's coming soon. Coming soon.
I'm sitting here like, yo, because I'm getting, like I said, we were recording a music video earlier, and like one of the guys, Anton, he left something in the house, and they left. Like he's like, I left something in the house. I'm like, damn,
boy,
god dang. So I wasn't trying to be that guy like sitting here.
Yeah, it's all good. But no, to your point, what you were saying, yeah, I mean, like, cause I made a post online about gun ownership. And I got a lot of hate, and that's fine. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing you have to realize. It's like there's so many variables to it. Like if you, for example, let's say they get rid of the Second Amendment, and there's a lot of people pushing for that.
Yeah.
But the thing you don't understand is, or a lot of those people don't understand is, if they, let's say they did that, they got rid of the Second Amendment, a lot of people would be in trouble because the criminals, they'll still be able to get their hands on guns.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like I can see if it was a situation where we didn't have a lot of criminals with guns, or we didn't have like all these black market guns going around, then maybe you could have a case for, highly regulating gun ownership or getting rid of it or whatever. But the fact that we're kind of past the point. We're at the point where there's a lot of black market guns. And it's so easy to. I mean, I don't know how easy it is, but apparently it's pretty easy for criminals to get guns illegally. That getting rid of the Second Amendment or taking legal or law-abiding citizen guns away, it's going to put people in danger because then people are going to have nothing to protect themselves with. And most I'll say legal gun owners, most of them are like just chill people. Like they're just regular people who either want to just defend their home, just home defense, or they just do it for sport. They like to go to the range or hunt. No one's out here. It's just like if you're a criminal, if you want to do crime, you're gonna do crime.
Period.
Like if whether guns are illegal or not, they're gonna find a way to do that. They're gonna get it illegally, or they're gonna do other things. So that's the thing. I think something needs to be done, but we have to look at it a little bit more logically than emotionally, I think.
And have a more open conversation. The thing about it is so many people, when it comes to any type of issue, they want to jump to a side so quick. And it's just like, look, a lot of these issues that are going on nowadays that are big, it requires much more of an open-ended conversation of which it's about actually understanding what's going on at the root rather than just going like, this is the end-all be-all. Like, chances are it's not.
Yeah.
It's almost like, and I can loosely put it to like what you were saying earlier, even like with weight loss. You can't just make a sharp turn like that. It's a shock. Like something's going to happen. Something's going to happen that you're not going to expect. So, or it's not going to happen as so cleanly in the way you want. So, it's just wild. But look,
yeah, and it also there's other. What I was learning more about it too is like with the Second Amendment, there's other reasons for it too. Like it's not just about like home defense. Also, like it was in place to also protect against have the government having too much power, like tyrannical government, which I mean people don't think that can happen, but it could happen. So it's in place for a reason.
Yeah,
and in this day and time where it's funny because a lot of people who are against the Second Amendment, they're also against the government controlling what they can and can't do. And that's kind of what the Second Amendment is for, like in a most extreme way, is like, them just basically this thing kind of turned into a dictatorship.
So here's my whole thing about that, right? Like, we got to remember a lot of these things were written during times where they could not fathom the atomic bomb. Like, let's just be honest here. So when that is in place, the thing about it is this was supposed to keep being amended over time. Like, and things are supposed to change with the times. Truth of the matter is, how many regular motherfuckers do you know can get their hands on a hydrogen bomb? Yeah. It's not happening. Not without you being labeled a terrorist threat immediately. Like,
Yeah.
So it's like the idea of, it becoming a dictatorship, this, that, and the other. It's like, okay, I get the fear that's behind that. I really do. Especially with, if you look at the history of this country and then what we fought against or what was marketed to us, what we were fighting against. I can see exactly why, certain people would just, once they hear that or they get the idea that, they're like, oh shit, and that's why they would jump to a certain side. But that's why I'm saying we need to have more open-ended conversations and start looking into the histories of like these things and actually talking about like what has changed over time and how we can make adaptations so our society can move forward, rather than just going like I said, this is the end all be all, or well, this is our stance on it, and if you don't like our stance, you're an enemy. And that's the problem. It's like everybody wants to have an enemy. Like, okay, this is our team, and that's your team. We're right, you're wrong. Like, well,
it's a lot more gray than that. It's really gray because like, for example, like, even though I believe in the Second Amendment, but like the whole thing that I was just talking about with the tyrannical government thing, I don't think that would ever happen. You know what I mean? But like, it's the foundation that the country was built on. But I'm also like not opposed to like adjusting things. Like, for example, they just voted on this to raise the age to 21 to purchase a gun. I think I agree with that. There's a lot of people who don't agree with that because you can go into the military at 18, and they're like, if you can go to the military at 18, why shouldn't you be able to buy a gun at 18? But I think I do. I think 21 is a good age to purchase a firearm. I think because a lot of kids just aren't. I mean, I just don't think kids are. I don't want to say all kids or most. I just think there are kids who are not mature enough. But even at 21, some people aren't mature enough. But it's very gray. It's very gray. So, no,
100% gray area. It's just like, oh, wow. So I can't legally drink, but I can go buy a gun. I can't legally drink, but I could fuck for money.
Yeah. But the weird thing, too, is I've heard this side, which, like, I understand, too. Because it's like, for example, let's say you got rid of the Second Amendment. Then what's to say you can't get rid of other things in the Constitution? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. So
it's like... It's just it's like a slippery slope, So we'll see what happens.
Like I said, education is key. Like I said, education is key because there's a lot of people that, when they think about, politics or they think about, laws or anything like that, a lot of them really don't have a true rundown of what's going on. Like take the beginning of the pandemic, right? I remember so many people were talking about the idea of martial law, and they didn't even know what martial law really was. They're just like, oh, they're going to instill martial law. They're going to instill martial law. I'm like, do you have any idea what has to happen in order for the United States government to deploy the military within the country? I'm like, there are too many things in place, there are too many things in place that will stop that from happening like immediately. On top of that, they know what will happen if they decide to do that in this country, and it's not wartime. Like, we already have enough bullshit as it is. It's going to be some people that are sitting here, martial law, you're not going to tell me what to do. Like, okay, listen here, Philip. There's a difference between a police officer and somebody in the United States military, because police officer, they get a choice to try to talk to you. Military is like, oh, you're defying me? You're the enemy. I got to shoot you now. Like, and that's regardless of color, race, anything. You are the enemy, point blank, period. So it's like, they know how that's gonna go. Like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, martial law, shut the
Yeah,
fuck
no,
up.
they can't. Now they did a I don't know the bill or whatever, but they can now label a U.S. citizen as a terrorist threat. They can do that, but to do that on a massive scale across the country,
That's tough. Like,
that's a stretch.
Yeah,
A lot would have to go wrong for that to happen. A lot would have to go wrong for that.
Yeah,
to happen.
education is definitely key because people be talking
Yeah.
wild shit out here. I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't think it would be just rolling through neighborhoods and like, yo,
yo, like, I'm like, dude, like, even when I'm like, think about this. In order for like the National Guard to roll through your area, it has to be like mad riots.
Yeah.
Like, in order for that to happen. It's like, I'm like, it's a pandemic. They're suggesting you stay in your house. You're not going to see a tank rolling down your street tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fucking relax.
Yeah.
Like, fucking relax. I'm like, that's martial law. You think somebody's saying stay in your house is martial law? You are highly, like, ignorant right
Suggestion,
now.
too. It's not a you must stay in your house.
Yeah, it's like stay in your house. Like, I'm like, martial law is stay in your house, or if you come out, you might get shot. Like, that's what that is. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, some of y'all real life don't know, like, what oppression is. Like, or, like, what really being told what to do is. But that's what it is for some people. And it's crazy, but, you know, I'm going to turn that over quick. But it is what it is. Let me see. So you spoke to them about what's coming up next. Shoot, man, like, yeah, I can't wait to see what you do next. I really cannot wait to see what you do. You know, I don't bug you all the time.
Yeah.
I don't bug you all the time because I like to be like everyone else and kind of just be surprised.
Uh-huh.
Like, because, dude, you first of all, you're a card on the internet. You just are.
Yeah, I got some stuff coming up. I got some stuff up my sleeve I'm working on. I want to just kind of just do more on social media. I told him I got some singles coming, but I also want to do like just more entertainment, more content, and just some not necessarily motivational things, but just go a little bit more in depth. I don't want to say too much, but just more in depth, show a little bit more. And we'll see. Maybe just offer some more value, and just
don't turn into Goggins. Let me stop.
Nah, not on that level. not on that level.
Yeah,
yeah. But just some things where I'm just kind of just showing more of me or more of my personality. Because, you know, obviously I do the music videos and I'm dancing and stuff and just showing the music part, but just giving people more in-depth look, just like connect more, like past the music. So we'll see. I'm experimenting with a couple things.
Definitely, man, because I definitely think people should be able to connect with you and learn more about you as the person, because, you know, you are spectacular when it comes to being a creative, being a musician, all this other stuff. But, you know, just from personal standpoint, knowing who you are, you're an interesting person through and through, in and out. So there's that. Plus, it's like just the way you move, just the way you act. There is something I believe other people can get from that, whether it's motivation, whether it's, you know, just anything, you know, because you inspire me in ways that I've told you.
Thanks,
I've told you before.
Yeah. And I want to connect with other people too, because I think that's or at least for me, that's my purpose, is like people say, oh, you're talented. And it's like, yeah, but it's, you know, it's not for me. You know, I think there's a point where like if you're a musician or if you're an actor or you're a creator, just a creator in general, or even if you're not a creator, just let's say you work a blue collar job, you know, you do things for yourself, right? But then there comes a point to where you serve other people. Like you like, what do you're trying to offer? I think that's what we're all here for. We're here to offer something to the world, connect to the world. It can't be all about you. You know, like, for example, if you draw, let's say you draw or you animate and stuff like that. It's like, that's your talent, but okay, now use that to put something out into the world. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm religious. I don't want to get too far down that road, but it's just like, you know, you're serving God, and He's giving you these talents, but not for yourself. He's giving it so for you to serve other people and to connect with other people. So that's what I want to try to do with that, and just just connect more.
Alhamdulillah. Listen,
Yeah.
let me stop. I ain't gonna be an asshole, but no, I do believe that is absolutely true. I believe that's absolutely true. No matter what you believe in, whether it's specifically God or you just believe in the power of the universe, anything like that, I believe if you are blessed with a talent, blessed with a skill or the ability to attain specific skills, it's not just about you. It's about it is about you to a point, but it's about your community. It's about whether it's your community is just your family or the people around you, or even, like you say, big as the world. You know what I mean? I believe we are here for that reason, to help people, to help progress, help each other progress, period. So
Yeah, and then like I was saying, if you work with a blue collar job, that like what you do, it's not for you. Like when you're obviously, when we're young, like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get money. I want this, I want that. But I guess now, because now I feel like I've matured lately, and now it's like, yeah, like get yourself stable, but then what? You know what I mean? Like, who's this for? It's for your family, or it's just for, like, it has to be more. It has to be about more than just you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like use these things as tools. The money you get, your talent that you have, like use those as tools to serve. Yeah.
100%. Use these things.
Yeah. Use these things.
Oh man, I think. Why is
I
it
predict these things.
Why is it that man just like? Have you? I think we talked about it a long time ago. Like when we started like listening to him and seeing him go, like you would start speaking like him a certain way.
Yeah.
Where it's like you would end. I still do it now, where I'll end I'll end sentences with yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Me arms, yeah. Me leg snapped in half. Me leg snapped in half, yeah.
Yo, I gotta show you this video. Like he was describing like what happened during like the Khabib melee.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, this man's storytelling is on like another level. He was like, yeah, and then one of them jumped the cage, and then I was like, yo, everything he said happened exactly like he was describing. But yo, man,
God.
dog, that dude crazy. But yeah, man.
Yeah, man, Conor, man, honestly, it's like, no matter what happens, if he loses another fight, whatever, it's like he has to go down in history, dude, because like it's not just what he did in the octagon. It's like how he did it, the things he did outside, the motivation he gave people. Like, dude, like when he was on his ride, like even now, like I just listen to him, his press conferences, or just like speeches he gives, like there's videos on YouTube where you can just hear him talking. It's like motivational speech, and he's just talking. It's like, dude, when you hear him talk, it's like, oh my God, like, oh my, like, I listen to that every day, especially like during the pandemic, like we all got laid off or whatever, or furloughed. Yeah, like every day I was just listening to that. Like before everything popped off of my social media, I was like, oh man, like just the hard work and dedication and the belief in yourself.
It's an obsession.
It was crazy. It was crazy. He was like, yeah. He's like, I'm not. It's like he said something along the lines of like, I'm not talented. I'm obsessed. And I was like, God.
Yeah, no. I mean, well, shoot, way back when, it was like LeBron reposted that.
Yeah.
Like when you got guys like that who are listening to what you're saying, it's like you're saying something of substance. Like that's why, like, even when it came to his antics outside of the cage that like a lot of people look down upon, or like frowned upon, I should say. It was just like, I'm like, that man represented way more than what you think he represented. So
yeah, and that's why I kind of like, I guess, I don't know. I don't know why I took it personally, because it's not personal, but like when he was fighting Floyd and people was trying to call him racist. I'm like, what?
Okay.
I'm
Let's
like,
just be honest here. Let's just be honest here. Most
you
of the
don't know who Conor McGregor is if you call him racist.
Well,
he don't
here's
give a damn about nobody
none of
fucking
that.
race.
None of that. Here's the truth of the matter.
He
Most of
wants
the people personally that I ran into that hopped on the racist train, they did not follow MMA.
Okay.
They had no idea who he was prior to it, and if they did, they didn't care.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, well, here's a headline. It's like, well, first of all, Floyd had made that headline about other people before. Like, and I was like, nobody cared about the idea that until Floyd said something. Like, period. So it was like, and even during press conferences, like afterwards, they would interview like, what's that guy that's always with Floyd? Is that his manager? The dude with the freaking goatee and the glasses?
Oh, I forget his name.
Yeah,
Shit.
but even he was just like, do I think Connor's racist? No. Like,
No.
like it's just like, no. I'm like, have y'all seen his antics like prior to this? It's like, now granted, you could take some of what he was doing and be like, okay, this could be distasteful. But it's like, no, that's not what was going on.
Yeah,
there.
because like it's like if you know, obviously you have to watch him, but like if you know Connor and you've seen his press conferences and things he's done before, like him saying "dance for me, boy" was not racially motivated. It
Dude,
wasn't because
the word "boy" is in their lingo.
Yeah,
period.
like he has said some crazy shit to all kinds of people, all kinds of it's not he was when he says boy, it's not a racist thing. It's just like it's kind of like it's just like an intimidation thing.
Yeah.
For a fight. Like it's
but
not a
it's like, but here's the thing. You can connect that to the psychological reasons why the term boy was used in the first place when it comes to, and I get that. But it was like, okay, y'all are looking for somebody to be mad at. Here was the even funnier part. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Because there were some people who were looking at the idea of Floyd versus Connor as like a reason just to be angry in general. And they were mad at both. They were like, oh, okay, well, now we got a racist versus the guy that beats his wife. It's like, okay, shut up. Like, just go over there. Just go over there. Because you don't care about this. You care about having someone to point a finger at. That's what you care about. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of took it personally as well. Only because, like I said, in my experience, the people that were jumping on the train that he was racist were people that did not give a rat's ass about him prior to that event. So it's like, I don't think you should be talking right now.
Yeah, I was like, but you know people run with stuff. I'm like, because when he says, for me, when I thought nothing of it. Because when I saw it, when he says boy, he means it as little boy. Like he was like, that's because Floyd was 40 and he was talking about him. He was like, you're 40 and you're wearing backpacks and shit. Like he's like basically making it like, yo, you're 40 years old but you're acting like a little boy. Like he talked about that before. So when he says boy, that's what he's talking about. He's just trying to demean him, meaning like, yo, like you're 40 but like I'm your daddy. It's like dude, you ain't nothing like. It's like that. It's not like it's not like dance for me, you nigga, like black boy. It's not like that. It's like, bro, like you don't know Conor McGregor.
I'm like, first of all, I'm pretty sure that would have come out. That would have came out like already, like big time. But it was just strange. But look, people look for reasons to tear somebody down. Yeah, like they do, and it's like. Nowadays, if you want to look at like the man's antics outside the ring, it's like, yeah, a lot of that stuff is distasteful, point blank, period. But like, and I'm not going to defend somebody for something that is like, this is clearly on purpose, and this isn't good for them or anyone around them. I'm never going to defend somebody for that. Yeah. But when it comes to something that is very loose, it's like, how bad you want it? Yeah, like how bad you want it. Yeah. So yeah,
and it's weird because this is a man. Because you know how like the racist, that racist connotation of like black people being like monkeys. That whole thing.
Yeah, like you mean like when they were talking about the Rocky thing?
The Rocky thing?
Yeah. So that was another thing they were talking about. So there was the dance for me, boy thing wasn't the only thing.
Oh,
it wasn't. Oh. No, he went on. I forgot if it was Jimmy Kimmel or Fallon, and somebody asked him about a Rocky movie, and he was like, oh, you mean the one with the dancing monkeys? And like somebody was like, oh, he's talking about black people. It's like, actually, nah, there was in that Rocky movie, Rocky had a bunch of animals. While like that was the movie where he kind of got too big for his britches and then got his ass whooped. Like, Lord. It was like, yeah, it
was actually dancing monkeys?
No, it wasn't dancing monkeys. It was like it was a dancing group of ladies who were singing and stuff, and then they had like animals at this party and all this other stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't what he was talking about.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. So I was just like, oh, see, y'all took that and y'all just went around with it. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, y'all dumb reaching.
Yeah, nah, because like I find it because like Connor, he's compared himself to gorillas. So it's just like it's like that, and then it's like there's just it's just weird because he talks shit to everyone. He calls people fucking rats. And,
If you ain't Irish, if you ain't Irish, he's coming at
like
you.
he's not. It ain't about race. It's just like he's
Yo,
in
dog,
the
I
he's in
study
the
a
fight.
lot.
He's in the fight game and he's trying to get in people's heads and fuck with them.
Straight up.
That's
That's why that Doug shit ain't work. As you said, you called him
What?
Doug.
Who I said it
When
about?
he was fighting Poirier the second time. You're like, that Doug shit ain't gonna work.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
Doug?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he called Dustin a hillbilly.
The hillbilly.
That's what I'm saying. He talks like what if once you see his trash talk, bro, you know.
It's like,
It's
okay,
like
I
you,
get
you,
it.
You know, it's like you could feel it. You could feel it.
It's just funny.
Yeah, but it just I think obviously it just came out wrong, and at that time, yeah. So whatever.
Yeah, I mean, why do you think most people ain't even talking about it no more?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just not. It's like, okay, well, if he's racist, why is Layla Ali saying he reminds her of her father? Like, why is she on his side?
Yeah.
Like specifically,
I love Ali, man. I was listening to him the other day. See, I love I love trash talking people.
Well, Ali,
I love
them
trash
boys is
talking
different.
arrogant fighters
but
and
they
people.
but they got to be able to win. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And like, look, Ali, he won.
Yeah. I saw this clip. He was like, yeah, they was talking about me, talking about I lost my step, I can't dance. It's like, Ali, can you still dance? He's like, can I dance? Is the Pope a Catholic? Is you colored? No, he was so smooth with it. He was so smooth. It's like, look at that body. Slim, trim.
He said, ain't this the perfect specimen of a
Perfect
man?
specimen of a man. I was like, dude. Yes.
That dude is different, bro.
Yes.
I love trash talk like that. Like, my whole
God.
thing is, if you could trash talk like that, go in there and perform. And then on top of that, like, if you could trash talk like that, go in there and perform. And even if you lose, like, you took your lumps.
Yeah.
Like, and you can still have your head. This is why I like Chael Sonnen. Like, he talked out his ass a lot, not for nothing. He would talk out his ass, but that man would go in there and take his lumps. Like, it didn't make no sense, dude. I was like, yo, I don't know how that man survived going to Brazil. Like, I don't know how he survived.
Yeah.
Can't let you get close.
It's kind of cringy with Kobe Covington though. His is kind of cringy.
It's because
He doesn't do it well.
No. Now, here's my issue with that, right? Because Kobe was trying so hard to be this character, but also like kayfabe wasn't a thing. Like, he would break it too often. Like, even Usman said it himself. He was like, one of the nicest dudes I ever ran into was Kobe. Like, and I'm just like, damn, that sucks. Because like, everyone knows, but then you got the people that still subscribe to like the idea that you are this person, and it's like now you're doubling down on shit. Yeah. And it's like, it sucks. Like, that's what, man, with the Tyron Woodley loss to him, I was just so. So here's the thing, right? Like I said, it's almost like the same people that were chiming in on the whole Conor thing, like, oh, here's racist, XYZ. They were chiming in on the Colby Covington thing. And I'm like, y'all don't keep up with this shit.
What you mean specifically?
They will. You know, because he would have the MAGA hat on.
Oh, okay,
and everything
the Trump
like
thing.
that. So that, yeah. So it's like, oh, he's on that side. He's XYZ. I'm like, first of all, he's playing a game.
Yeah.
I'm like, he is running this thing. I tried to explain to them the story, and they were not listening. I was like, okay, but here's what's going on here. Because they were like, oh, yeah, and that guy, he looks like he's going to beat his. I'm like, yeah, you're saying looks like. I'm like, y'all don't know who Kobe is. Yeah, he's talking his shit, and he's acting a certain way, but he's still the second baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah.
He is, period. I'm like, I don't care how many freaking Black Lives Matter headbands Tyron wears. He's about to get his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, you don't want to be the guy.
They're trying to tie the politics to the
yeah,
fight.
I'm like, you don't want to be the guy to, you know, take on a certain, I don't want to say burden, but you want to put on a certain jersey and then you get your ass whooped like that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to do that. I'm like, it's good if you want to talk and you want to represent something. That's one thing. But then when you're in a place where you know you have people that want to be extreme and they want to choose a side and they want an enemy, it's like, you got to have more of a conversation. You got to have more of a conversation. This is still the fight game, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, That guy's wearing a MAGA hat. He's acting a fool. He's doing dumb videos, but he's still a bad man.
Yeah.
He's still a bad man. It's like all the people that look at Floyd Mayweather and like, I know this guy's gonna beat him. He's still the best.
Yeah.
He's still the best. What a lion's still a lion. I don't give a fuck if you put him in a tutu.
Yeah.
He's still a lion. Okay. It's like that episode of Family Guy when Peter came in on the lion and
shit.
Brian was like, does he bite? He was like, of course he does. He's a fucking lion.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
It's a fucking lion.
he's still a goddamn lion. So it's like, why y'all playing like this?
Yeah.
Like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it worked for him though. I mean, he played he played the heel because I definitely was hating. I don't hate him so much now, but I was like, man, I hope this motherfucker loses.
Yeah,
but
that's exactly how I felt.
That's the way to do. I mean, he had like the anti, because the thing with like Muhammad Ali, it was he was fun.
Yeah.
So it's like I mean, there was people who wanted to see him lose, but like for me, when I look at Muhammad Ali, I'm like, oh man, this is so cool. He's cool and smooth with it, so you kind of want to see him win.
Yeah.
But with Kobe, it's just like, it's just like, I hope he lose. But to his benefit, it works because you tune in to see that.
Yep.
So I guess he did it. I don't know. He's creative with it because he did it. He went the other way with it. He went WWE with it. And I think that's the difference. Nobody's ever done that in the UFC.
Except Chael.
They never went. Yeah, but like Kobe took it even further than Chael, I think.
Because Chael was still like pretty much silly. Like Kobe still kind of seemed a little serious plus cringe. Chael was silly plus cringe. Like, it's like, Chael, what you doing with that belt? Why you got the belt? Put it down. Like,
yeah, but Kobe was doing shit like he had like strippers and girls in the video.
Oh yeah, baby. I'm like, like if he didn't have his voice, like,
like yeah, you know,
Marty Snoozman, like, boy, he sounds like a dweeb. Like, but yeah, nah, that's why I work. Like, the boy sound like a whole dweeb.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. All right, man. We gonna talk a little bit more shit, but we gonna play a game real quick.
Okay.
And then we also, because I know you ain't got but so much time to be hanging around with a Philistine like myself.
The Philistine.
Yo, my boss, he used to call it hanging with the Philistines, like when he was like young and not really in the church like that.
Yeah.
I was like, the Philistines? Like, what are you talking about? But nah, he's different. Let's see. Okay, so this game is Seed of the Dead. I'm gonna take it back to level 1 and let you see how you react to playing it. Because it's funny as hell. Because like I was telling you earlier, it's kind of like High School of the Dead.
Okay.
But like clearly they probably didn't get the rights for a whole bunch of stuff, so they can't call it that. But it was a fun game. My whole thing is I beat it before I unlocked all like the extra shit.
Oh, okay.
Like an idiot. Yeah, and it's funny because a lot of the people here look like regular people except the anime girls.
Oh yeah, so
like check this out.
I was like, wait.
Like check this out. Like you see them, they look right. It's ridiculous.
Straight out of the cartoon.
Dog, it's ridiculous. Like, and like there's one character in here whose like boobs are just like wide.
Oh my god.
Let me see where we gonna go.
What's he doing?
I'm trying to find where I forgot where you go to actually start shooting shit. I think it's over here.
She look normal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is it.
Why her eyes look like that?
I know. All right. We gonna go to.
Oh shit.
Let's see.
Supermarket. Oh, go. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to.
Oh, that's a mall. Is that a mall? The other one? City Center. Oh. What's the best place?
I give you this, cause it's like, it's fun, and there's a certain part of it I'm putting on easy for you, cause things can go real bad real quick in this game. So let's see. Okay, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Diggs is about to play Seed of the Dead.
How do you play?
All right, so W.
Yes.
WASD. Forward.
W. Say it again.
Yeah, WASD. So
Oh, okay.
forward, backward, left, right.
Okay.
Zip.
And then
Yeah.
yeah.
You can do that. And you can scroll, like when you get more weapons, you can scroll to shoot. I mean, you can scroll to choose between your weapons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, am I not supposed to shoot her?
Nah. Bins and stuff.
Oh,
Anytime you see anything with a name, that just replenishes your bullets. You can press E for that. Look to your right again. And you got grenades. Go ahead and E is like the action button to pick stuff up.
Get grit. Okay.
Yeah.
What the hell?
E.
there you go. I hit it.
Nah, you hit W.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Now go to your right again.
I'm
Or turn to your right again. Because there was a gun around there. Yeah, the battle
Oh,
hall.
okay.
So go ahead and... Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you scroll, you can...
ありがとうございます。Let's go.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep. All right, let's start shooting some zombies.
All right.
So open that door.
Not ready. All right. All right.
You should fall out. Be careful.
Oh Lord. Okay. Oh, what was that? That pose. Oh,
So why you shooting her?
oh no.
Oh my god.
It came out of nowhere. Get your. Get your. Bang. How you run?
There. I don't know if there's a sprint button in this game. I've never used it, to be honest.
Wait a second.
Oh yeah, and then
How do
those
I-
guys.
What is that? Oh!
So you'll run into some mutants. Yeah, start moving through.
This is the.
That's a health thing. Go ahead and get that.
補給は大事。戦闘の基本とも言える。説明書にそう書いてある。
Whoop.
Oh, what the heck? Okay.
Yeah. The funny thing is, in this game, like zombies tend to be like kind of stupid.
Whoa. Oh! You said, wait, how do I throw the grenade? No.
Fuck. Oh, G.
What is that? G. Wait, you said, what the hell? Oh.
Yeah, shooting
Said-
stuff
said-
over there.
Said G. I might have hit F.
This is hilarious.
Wait, don't say that. Yeah. Oh. What? That didn't do anything.
Well, now you ain't got it no more.
That was a weak grenade.
Not okay.
It's not.
Okay, move forward. Crawl. button in this
Crouch.
game.
That's the word.
Yeah, I don't think so.
My-
It's funny because like on some levels, like if you shoot, like zombies will just hoard your ass. Why his leg come off?
Dang. Dang, dude. That,
Hey,
you
nope.
can't climb out of that. Okay. I want a shotty.
I mean, you can get one in this game. It's just you got to find them on the levels. Pop, pop.
Shut your door. Bam. Bam. Got him.
Huh.
Thanks. Baby
Oh my
girl.
God.
I watch too much Dashy. This reminds me of Dashy games.
Oh yeah.
変異体ヘッドショット。
I just can't wait till you to get to like this one specific part, cause it's gonna be funny. Like when you see this certain character, or like certain enemy, I should say.
Man, I'm about to start a Twitch, y'all.
Oh no, J Diggs Twitch.
Yo.
Oh no.
Cause I don't play games anymore.
Oh yeah.
But it's fun. Can I shoot through the gate?
I wouldn't
I guess I
try.
can go around the gate.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeet.
Bop, bop. Oh!
Oh, if you hear this music, this comes the horde.
Okay.
So it should be, yeah, it's a good amount of them. Oh, it's not gonna be too many.
Bang.
さあ、次はドイツだ。
Yeah, nah, ain't too many right now.
クリティカル。ギター。敵を無力化。次は
Uh-huh. Are they still coming? Oh.
近づくな。化け物が。
Oh my god, what the hell?
体ヘッドショット。
Ah,
順調順調。玉切れ。
okay. All right, you want to drop down? Go for it. Yeet.
Oh no! Oh! What?
Oh, that's the healing thing.
Oh no!
I would say, so if
not
you're
the
going
right
to heal,
time.
you got to press space bar.
It's not the right time.
Yeah, it's not because this is horror time.
What? Oh.
Well, that was the right time to use that. That was. They outside. This is thoroughly entertaining for me. I hope you know.
I don't have any more grenades. Nope.
Oh, that's a katana.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna
Yes.
switch to that. Just scroll.
Hold on.
I'll say, like, most melee weapons kill things in one shot. So, on out there. Start shooting.
What is that?
Like the sounds, right?
Let's go.
This is gonna be a fun one to edit because I'm gonna like cut up most of the best parts. Ah, that's a good one. So, well, use 3 to switch. There you go. Yeah, you're gonna need this because it's about to get
Oh, this is the
real.
supermarket. Oh, we ain't even reached the supermarket yet.
It's about to get real.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, J Diggs is about to have fun, y'all. And
what
here
is that?
comes.
What is that? What is that? Okay.
I wouldn't
Oh,
heal her
no.
right now.
I didn't mean to. I hit. Oh Lord. What? Oh no! What is that? Okay.
Kind of look like a giant penis.
Ah! No!
This nigga's throwing his mans.
What are you, Goku? What's going on? Wait, Kaioken times 10? What the fuck are you?
Oh, you got him pretty quick, actually.
Mother.
Oh my God, the carnage!
Come on, motherfucker. Come on. Come on, motherfucker. Come on. Come on, motherfucker.
When it started getting like preposterous, that's when it was just like okay. Like when Kane was like finally unmasked and Bald came.
Yeah.
Like he's looking under the ring. Wait, what is that? It was like a car battery. And I was like,
what?
What is he doing? He had Shane like tied up to the ring post.
Yeah.
And then he like connected the battery to Shane's balls. It was,
Oh my
I was
God.
like, yo.
What?
He was like, what is he doing? I was
my
like, oh
God.
no. There you go. Ha. Yo, funny thing is in
Hey.
this game.
What'd you say?
I said, funny thing is in this game, it gets highly suggestive. Like some levels, the weapons you get, you'll just be like, really? What you think that is?
Bro. This is... What do you even do with this?
It's a weapon.
No, it ain't. I don't want to switch. Bro. Hey, y'all want this? Bro. What did it...
Y'all want this?
Them, okay. All right.
Oh yeah, shotgun.
All right.
So,
let's see.
yeah.
I kind of still want a pistol,
No, you can keep your pistol because that's the weapon you can't get rid of.
but I don't want to get rid of this.
All right, then scroll down to your sword. You can just leave your sword right there.
like
You'll just switch off with
I
it.
like the sword. Man,
No, you can come back and get the sword later. You're gonna be here for a second.
I might.
All right, have fun. You ready, big dog?
I might want the other gun. The other gun.
Just wait for it.
I'm gonna need the other gun.
Turn left.
I'm gonna need the other gun.
Trying to remember. They want you to do something
Hold
here.
on, let me get this other gun. I don't want to shot. Wait, let me see how I shoot.
Let's open the shutter and support friends. Why are you shooting?
Hell no, that take way too long. That's why I wanted to see. Hell no.
Oh no. Let's see.
What?
You gotta make sure your girls don't die.
Where they going?
They going to get boxes to put in that place.
Oh,
So you gotta go kill zombies.
where?
You will see them.
What am I supposed to be doing now? So they. Oh. Shit, they together?
Yeah, look to your left. There you go.
Right on beat.
You try, but I heard that. Oh my god.
探してくるよ。
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
えっと
Okay.
次は雑
Okay.
I'm so done.
Murder.
Why you shooting your own people?
No, it was these.
Oh, there you go.
敵ダウン。順調順調。
See, this the game you need to make money, make music for.
I don't think so,
医薬品を探してくる。
Dude, this is bananas.
Let's go. Where you at,
でき
ho?
るだけたくさん。
So they got 4 boxes in
To
there.
the floor.
To the flow.
Get low. Get motherfucking
Uh.
low. Get low.
カバーを頼む。一人じゃ荷が重い。
Low. Blood on the floor.
すまない。少し手を貸してもらえるか？
Yeet.
To me, you won't breathe no
Damn.
more. Get out of there. Give me the pistol.
雑貨も必要だな。探してくるよ。
I don't think so. No.
There
Oh,
you
look
go.
at you. Get back.
医薬品を取りに行くわ。
You in there shooting on beat. Damn, right to the face.
さすが私。
Oh my god.
こっちも助けてもらって。
雑貨も必要だな。探してくるよ。
Ah!
悪いけど手を貸してちょうだい。
Why do they sound oddly sexual?
She kicked his
Right.
ass.
敵ダウン。
すまない。
Yeah.
手を貸してもらえるか？
Oh my god.
Trying to reload this
次
damn
は雑
gun.
貨を探してくる。
カバーを頼む。一人じゃ荷が重い。
You're almost scared.
You lost your leg. My
探
leg.
してくるよ。
My leg.
服が恥ずかしい。
Boom.
Oh, he wasn't dead. Not yet.
悪いけど手を
Damn.
God damn. That
So
reload. What's
there
going on?
is a way to kick opponents. Like there's a
What the hell?
fuck? There is a way to melee opponents without like a melee weapon. I just forgot how.
Am I out of ammo? What the hell?
すまない。
Bro, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping, bro. Sit down. I see your ass back here. Where you?
服が
医薬品を探してくる。
Oh, y'all trying to?
Oh, she almost booty bone naked.
くらえ。求めてヘッドショットを。
Butt cheeks out and everything.
カバーを頼む。
Okay.
一人じゃ荷が重い。
I had enough of this bullshit.
悪いけど手を貸してちょうだい。
Oh, I ain't mean to do that. Damn.
No.
すまない。
Well, technically, it would be better if you heal her right now, but
順調順調。
it's best to just shoot all the zombies up. Damn.
Reload.
食料持って。
What the
There you
hell?
go.
Oh,
You got it. They got the stuff.
this shit. Yo, what?
Congratulations,
What?
Justin.
Oh my gosh. What do I get in return?
Oh my god. I don't know.
What do I get in return?
That was a much longer level than I remembered.
Jeez.
So, oh man, that was silly. I can't wait to cut that up and put it on YouTube. But
That was
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, but yeah, so what I'll do is I will go back to our. Can I exit this? There we go. That was a good time. That was a good time for the most part. But what I'm going to do, goodbye game. And we're going to go back to main. Oh, man. Are my lights? Oh, my lights ain't on. That's why it's dark in here compared. 1 second. Just so we can do this.
Then it's blowing my phone up.
Lovely. All right. Well, we played a fun game. That was cool. That was way longer than I remember, but just watching you be tuned into it was funny. So it's just like, well,
dope.
yeah, it was dope. It was fun. Look, man, is there anything else you actually want to say, like right now? I know you told them what was coming up recently, but is there anything else you want to say? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I would just say, come check out, if you're not following me already, check out my Instagram at JDiggs Music, JAYDIGGS Music. And yeah, having a lot of fun over there, doing some cool content, new music coming out, as I said. And for everybody who knows me already, I just want to say thank you for the support. And yeah, man, and thank you for having me today.
100%, man. As I said before, I'm proud of you. I'm always proud of you. You're an inspiration not only to myself, but all of our friends and everyone that I see that sees your work. There's something that they get from it. It's almost like magic, bro. And I just want you to keep going, keep doing your thing. Love you always.
Thanks.
So
Same.
yeah, man. Can't wait to see what you got in the future. All right, everybody. Till next time, I'm Tovaun Anthony. This is Jay Diggs.
Hey, Diggs.
And I'll see you later.
Peace.
All right, people, you know I got to double down and say thanks once again for tuning into another episode of the O on God podcast. Big shout out to Jay Diggs. Make sure you follow him on social media at Jay Diggs Music. Till next time, I'm Tovaun Anthony, and I wish you health, safety, peace, love, and blessings.